Hello, just gonna do some first impressions on cheapies that I bought. The only one that I've tried out of what I've got in front of me is this Halloween man shot. It's supposed to be similar to La Noite Alone, which I like, but it doesn't have the performance, and it's just a little bit overpriced in my opinion for what you get. But the rest of these I've never tried, and there's another Halloween Man X. It's supposed to have a really unique, they call it a blackjack accord. It's like a mixture of some spices and little boozy notes with coffee. So I'm really intrigued. I haven't really smelled um, a strong coffee note out of a fragrance, or at least one that I can remember. Um, Ashton from Jensen seems to really love that one. Um, this one here is Laura Biagiotti, Roma Uomo. So I saw this one recommended by Scentland. So this is the Eau de Toilette, the Cedro. So another one I have never tried. Let's see. We've got Azzaro Visit for Men. So this one, another one that I've heard a lot about from a few reviewers that, Joy Amin recommends this. Again, Scentland is another fellow that really loves this one, and who else am I missing? Oh, Smells Good, Ace. So he's a big fan of this one, so I'm excited to smell that. And then the last one I picked up is by Ferrari. It's Scuderia Forte. So this one's supposed to be like a cinnamon, spicy kind of blend. So definitely not for this weather. It's pretty hot out here. It's probably 85, 90 degrees, but excited to check this one out. So let's go with this one first. Alright, so it's a nice small bottle. By the way, these are cheapies, and I don't really ever recommend blind buying anything, but believe it or not, all of these cost me about $100. So, I mean, this one right here is $16, when I think retail it was going for somewhere in the neighborhood of $70. So, for 16 bucks, I figured why not. Cap's kind of cheap plastic. Bottle's nice though. It's got the information on the bottom there. It's an EDP. Um, let's see here. Okay. Definitely, more of a winter or a cooler weather fragrance. It's kind of got this smooth cinnamon. I don't know, I'm picking up maybe cumin. I'm not sure. But it smells nice. It's for $16, I'm pretty surprised actually. I mean, dollar sense speaks highly of this one, and of course, Gentleman's Journey. Chad always talks about how great Ferrari is, and this is nice. Definitely doesn't smell like, usually on cheap scents you get kind of an alcohol blast, and I got none of that here. It's almost kind of got a doughy or bready kind of thing going on. I'm interested to see how it works on skin, but we'll see. Okay. Next, I'll do this one. So this one's apparently discontinued, but it's pretty readily available online. It's like about 20 bucks. So kind of cool bottle. Got this kind of like a trapezoid shape. Nice blue juice. Azzaro on the bottom there. Let's see. Huh. Okay, so it's got a nice, like, kind of crisp green opening. Woody. Definitely greener than I anticipated. It's, blue juice. Was not expecting this. It's a little bit, you can kind of, it's a cheap fragrance, and you can kind of smell the alcohol, but, and, synthetic, but it does have this kind of cedar note, which is talked about, and apparently it's, ISO-E Super, which, a lot of people seem to love Molecule 01. That's all they do, is ISO-E Super. So again, this one I think would be great for springtime. Summertime, I'm not sure how I would do in high heat. I live South Texas, and it gets over 100 pretty frequently. It's really dry. But again, nice. I mean, for price, more than I expected. Let's see. We'll do next one, Halloween Man X. So something I found interesting, just kind of looking at these boxes, shows here, right? It shows, there it is, 79%, alright, but it's an eau de toilette, right? So this one is also this is the Ferrari box. This one also has 79%. I don't know if you can see it here. Right there, 79%. And that's the concentration of oils in the in the fragrance. So there's an overlap between EDT and an EDP concentration. So it's I think it's interesting that Ferrari decided to go and call it an EDP with the 79% alcohol by volume versus the EDTs that this is the Halloween Man X, and the Man Shot is also considering it an EDT, so it's also 79%. And this other, the Laura Biagiotti, is also considered an EDP, but you can see right there, 79%. So I bring it up because I think it's, a lot of people assume that EDTs aren't going to be as strong or as powerful as an EDP, but you can clearly see that there's an overlap, and sometimes you get the performance of an EDP and an EDT, and sometimes you don't, for the vice versa. So I just thought that was an interesting observation. Alright, so here's a nice bottle, a little kind of cheap plastic top and surrounding, but it's cool gradient color. You can see that. But give this one a shot. Wow. Fruity. Definitely a kind of not as rich and deep as I thought it was going to be, at least on paper. Kind of got this, I think people have said grapey feel, which it's definitely there, but it's burning off. You can tell the spices and the kind of the booziness is coming through, but I don't really get the coffee the coffee note that it's not a coffee. It's not like you're brewing coffee, certainly not that kind of coffee note. More like beans, if you were smelling some really, like, I guess, I don't know, lightly roasted beans, but I wouldn't consider it like you're smelling a fresh cup of brewed coffee, so well, that's a B. Um, but it's really nice. Kind of along the same lines as the Scuderia Forte, but a little bit fresher, not as spicy. But again, a really nice fragrance for the price. I'm going to be checking this one out. And obviously, spring's here, summertime's coming up, so I'm going to test these in the heat. You know, you never know. A lot of fragrances behave differently in the heat, so we'll see how that goes. Let's see. This one here. This is nice. Frosted glass. Sticker on the bottom. Let's check this guy out. Okay. So right off the bat, this one smells the cheapest out of everything that I've tried so far, which is not a bad thing. I mean, it definitely has that alcohol in the beginning, and almost like a picking up like a plastic vibe. But you do smell the cedar. And a spice that I can't put my finger on, or my nose on rather. Let's see. Can't really pick up too much from a paper. But again, this juice matches the characteristics of it. It's a green, kind of definitely woody. Okay, it's sweetening up. It's sweetening up a little bit, so again, interested to see how this performs on skin, but this one's closer to Visit. Got that green vibe. But yeah, I'm interested to see how this develops on skin and over time. But certainly if you check it out, give it a good, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute to let that alcohol burn off and kind of that synthetic nature of it to die down. Okay, last one. This is the one that I have smelled before, so I kind of know what to expect. It was a little while ago, but we'll see. Halloween Man Shot.
What are you doing?
Okay, so let's see how this goes. Again, this is the smaller bottle. Same design as the Man X, little, but different color, same gradient. Let's see how this goes. Good sprayers on it. So it's not a first impression, but definitely not, I wouldn't even, I would put it maybe 75%, 80% similar to the Lana Wheat. Lana Wheat's a little bit smoother, a little bit, I don't know, richer off the opening, sweeter. This was got a nice spice, the cardamom, a little peppery. Gonna make me sneeze, actually. Excuse me. Um, but I like it. You can smell a little bit of vanilla in there. I think probably benzoin. But it's nice. Again, curious as to see how this develops in the heat. Off paper, nice, pleasant. I do, right off the bat, I do like the way Man X smells a little bit more. But, you know, again, all of these initial first impressions, can't go wrong with the money spent. You know, average price of each one is about $20 from here. There's $500 plus tax, so not bad buys in my opinion. Thanks for watching. You have a good day.